this. It's a Seth and Cat Chit Chat with Brandy Clark. She's a local girl. She's from Morton. Welcome home. We missed you.
Oh, hi. I miss the Northwest.
Lewis County, what? Nice. Well, welcome home. Let's ask you a quick rapid fire, Washington State fact question here, just so we can prove once and for all you are a true Washington girl.
Okay.
What's the state bird of Washington? Trick question. I don't know either. Let's say
I can tell you the flower.
Seahawk.
Oh.
Let's say Seahawk for state bird.
Seahawk.
Yeah. What's the flower?
Rhododendron.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
I'm pretty sure that's correct.
Goldfinch.
The
State bird.
Yes, yes it is.
Yes,
So,
you are.
Seahawk now.
Correct.
What's funny is we couldn't have fact checked you at all, so yes, that's totally
I feel like it's a
it.
goldfinch.
Nice,
But
answer.
on the flower, I would bet my savings account, which is not huge, but I would still bet.
Now you're from a small town. What would you tell a girl as one of the next women in the country coming up in a small town like Morton or Sultan or Monroe, someplace down south? What would you tell a small town girl from Washington what to do to get to the Grammys like you have?
I would just say stay true to yourself, work really hard, but don't be anything but who you are.
Nice.
That's what I would say.
I have a quick question about at the Grammys. Did you see any stars like falling asleep in their seats? Because sometimes they go long. So I want to know who was snoring in their seats.
Well, I didn't see anybody snoring in their seats.
Okay.
But this year, last year, I was across the aisle from Kanye and Kim.
Oh.
Which was pretty cool, you know?
Hey.
Yeah. And, but this year, I about got trampled by this bunch of teenage girls that were chasing Justin Bieber through the little outdoor area between the Grammys. The pre-tail is in one building and the actual televised show is in another building. So there's this little common area.
They call it the Bieber pen, actually. That's where they live.
That's what it is, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
The
I
Bieber
thought,
pen.
oh my God, I'm gonna punch a little girl.
You've written so many songs for so many superstars. What's the favorite song that you've written that somebody else performs?
Well, I have two. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Because one of them is an album cut on David Nail called "That's How I'll Remember You."
Nice.
And that's probably my favorite cut, I would say. But my favorite song I've had that's a hit is "Mama's Broken Heart," and here's why: because I love getting drunk texts from people in the night of them karaokeing it.
Yeah.
And so to me, that's the sign of a big hit, is that it's now a karaoke hit. And it'll be like not just girls, guys too.
You're on tour with 4 powerhouse ladies. Does anybody have a weird warm-up tool, like you see them backstage and they're just going,
One thing that surprises me is every person on this tour does warm up, including myself, and so we all have crazy, weird warm-ups.
Yeah.
So yes, I would say Jennifer's are the most like that.
Really?
I mean, because Jennifer's got one of those voices that, she's been on Broadway, so
Yeah.
she can get up there, and oftentimes mine and her dressing room are back to back, and I'll hear her in there warming up. Funny story, her little boy, she has a little 3-year-old out on tour, and he's like most 3-year-olds, he's a little shy of anyone who's not his mom. The other day I was warming up and he wanted to come into my dressing room, and he laid down on the couch and sat there the whole time I warmed up, and then when I was done he left, and I thought, he's used to that, that's what his mom does.
Yeah, he's surrounded by it, growing up in that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, do you want to give us a secret on how to warm up before you go on stage? Will you show us one?
I always like a lip trill, like a
You do that really
Wow.
That's it. I mean, that's how you
Yeah!